Northern Kingdom, you've been waiting for quite a long time. Northern Kingdom, if you're there, go ahead and unmute yourself and please tell us a little bit about you, who you are, your nation or tribal affiliation, what you're more comfortable in saying, and your background. Go ahead, Northern Kingdom.
First, I'd like to thank you for allowing me on the panel. I want to give all glory and honor to Yahweh. I'd like to say Yate to the brothers on the panel, and I believe that's the way my ancestors said hello or peace. My mother is Navajo and Apache. My father is Aztec, and I've dedicated my life to, finding our roots because I believe that's where our strength lies. And I have a letter I'd like to share from Christopher Columbus to, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Can you be quick, like 15 seconds?
Okay, let's do it then. Can you share my my screen?
No, go ahead and recite it.
All right. A letter from Christopher Columbus to Luis de Sant Angel. He says, it's about the fifth paragraph. He says, I have found no monsters as some others had shared Salakia. I have found no monsters as some have expected, but on the contrary, they are very people of handsome appearance. They are not black as in Guinea, though their hair is straight and coarse, and it does not grow where the sun rays shine. So that's a letter from Christopher Columbus himself saying they are not black as in Guinea. All right, and if you were able to share my screen, I could show you what the people look like in Guinea. Here's a book from James Adair, and this book is called. What I do is I collect, the artifacts, the historical written records to prove our lineage.
James Adair is pseudo. Don't even bother reading it. We're not going to listen to James Adair.
Yeah, I mean, before we move on to James Adair, let's talk about your passage from Christopher Columbus. So,
okay.
What do you get out of that? What does that tell you?
What does it tell me?
Yeah. So what does it tell you? I mean, what is that? What people is it describing to you? Is it describing Native Americans, or is it describing phenotypically black people?
What it goes to is there's a lot of these, you brothers call them wobbles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of new to that term. So I have a lot of problems with the so-called wobbles as well coming to me. So I just wanted to share some of my arsenal with the rest of the brothers that they can, defend themselves with.
Yeah. So, please again, answer the question. What does that get out of it? Who does that tell you?
James Adair says we are copper colored.
Who is copper colored?
The Native Americans of the Western Hemisphere, the original.
And what is the difference between the original and the Native Americans today?
There is no difference.
Okay. So by Columbus's description, it's describing indigenous people that you can find today anywhere in North or South America, correct?
Well, he landed in the West Indies, of course. So when he landed and wrote this letter in 1493, he was writing to Luis de Sant Angel, and that's what he wrote. They are not black as the people in Guinea.
Right.
So that completely destroys what these so-called wobbles are attacking us with.
Right.
But
correct.
Yeah,
But
the problem with that argument is that then there are other conquistadors that describe the people as having dark skin. So I don't think that's a winning argument, because
you said they are not black as in Guinea. The people of Guinea. If I could have my screen shared, I show you the people from Guinea.
I understand. But we are not indigenous people based on what a conquistador or a European said. That's the thing. Like each person had an opinion about the what the color of the native people that they saw here was. Some said that we had dark skin. Others said that we didn't have dark skin.
Yeah.
So how can we base who we are on the opinion about skin color of an European? So that's not a winning argument. It's okay that they, some of them said that they had dark skin, some of they don't, because in the way that we are, and it's obvious and everybody knows it, that natives that live in the tropical areas have darker skin. That's who they are. And then natives that don't live in those areas have lighter skin. And it's just an adaptation because we are humans. We adapt to the sun radiation so that we can survive. So I don't personally, I don't see how that's a winning argument in any case.
Right, and to top it off, James Adair, although he did say that, James Adair also said that the Cherokee are Hebrew. So
I could prove that.
No, you
I
can't
prove it.
No, don't even try.
No, you can't. That's why I stepped in and said we're not going to go there with that because we are not Hebrew.
Stupid.
We are not Hebrew.
I could prove it.
No, you can't.
No.
Let me.
Well,
I will prove it right now. We will prove it right now.
No, get out of here.
Then where did we come from?
Hold on.
Then where did we come from?
Hold on.
Shut up.
We predate.
Where did we come from?
Shut up. We predate any Hebrew language. Okay.
Thank you.
James Adair was a religious fundamentalist. Okay. No language in the Americas is linguistically related to Hebrew. Okay. I don't care what the Bible says. I don't care if the Bible says hey ya.
The Aztec word for brother.
Give a shit about that. Okay?
The Aztec word for brother.
We are not.
Oh my God.
You're going off your emotions.
You are lost in the sauce. Okay. You are no better than a wabbo. You're trying to indoctrinate us with bullshit.
You're going off your emotions.
We are not Hebrew.
I got proof.
You're not proving anything.
No.
Guess what? Hebrews
I got proof. You don't want to hear it though.
Listen to me. Hebrews
You don't want to hear it.
They
I got
practice
proof.
a
It's
not even
modern-
historical records.
Can I talk?
Artifacts.
I'm not done.
I got artifacts.
I'm not done. Listen to what I got to say. Hebrews practice monotheism. There is not one religion.
Right?
There's not one native culture that's monotheistic. Done deal. We're not Hebrews.
No, my people are not Hebrew.
I got artifacts.
You don't.
Yeah.
You don't got
Las
shit.
Lunas Decalogue
Las
Stone.
Lunas has been debunked.
Yeah.
The Las Lunas stone has been debunked.
That's been debunked for years now.
There's also
Yes.
the Bat Creek inscription.
Bat Creek has been debunked.
There's
That's been
also
debunked,
the
too.
Newark Holy Stone.
No, those have all been
There's a
debunked.
Syrian tablet by
They've all been debunked.
The Syrian tablet
No,
presented by Chief Joseph of the Nestor.
No, that's all been
That's
debunked.
been debunked. That's fake. Mormon shit.
800 artifacts found in Puerto Rico.
That's all been debunked.
That's
No,
been
it has
debunked.
not. You're
It
lying.
Yes, it has,
You're
man.
late.
You're lying.
You're lying. You don't know because
All
you're
these
an idiot.
800 artifacts have
You're
been
an idiot.
debunked.
You're actually going to sit here and say you're Mexican and you're Navajo. You're not even a Navajo. Shut the fuck up. No self-respecting Navajo would ever say that shit. Get out of here.
All you've been look, Northern Kingdom. Look, man. Like I'll say this: what you've presented so far is a lot of pseudo that's been debunked. This is what we do. Hold on. You don't know American Indian Defense League. We have literal decades in this stuff together, and we've debunked all that stuff with science, real science. It's not true. And furthermore, I would say to yourself, man, it's shameful that you would say that some European or Western religion is our true people. That's a disgrace to your Dene people. That's a disgrace to your Navajo people. That's minimizing their accomplishment and your quote-unquote Aztec roots. Wouldn't you say that?
Not at all, brothers. Let me just slow it down a little bit.
No.
Can anybody from here on this panel tell me exactly when, where, and how we came into existence?
Can you?
Well, yes, we can.
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
we can.
We
It's scientific
answer that
information.
For what? For what? Where
It
are you
doesn't
going
matter.
with this?
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter to you.
No, it don't matter at all because you're
It
trying to
does
change
matter.
the subject. It don't
It does
matter.
matter.
It does not matter, dude.
If you don't know where you're from, you don't know
We
where
have
you're
DNA
going.
You
to
don't know where
who
you're
we're
from, dude, because
We
you're
have
saying
no
that
culture
That's
from
right,
where
man.
we're from.
the
Science.
Hebrew language
What do you
comes
mean?
from another part of the world, dude. It doesn't come from the Americas. Done. You're done.
Let me
I
say
got
this,
proof.
Northern. Look,
Look,
those
You don't have proof.
Hebrews, Those Hebrews are playing your ass. They're playing you with time, sweat equity, and money. You are being played, brother, like a goddamn harp. And it's sad to see a brother like you being played so hard
Despicable.
by a Western religion.
It's
That
despicable.
is disgraceful, bro.
Straight
and not only that,
Straight
you can believe in a Western religion, but don't throw that shit on all of us.
Straight
Don't
vendido.
throw that shit on us.
Get out of here.
Guys, let's not entertain this anymore.
Get this guy out of here. Done.
Yeah,
Thank you.
don't label my people.
I can pull
as
up 4 articles that totally debunk Las Luna Stones. Get out of here, dude. Go do some research. Get the hell out of here. Stop hanging on the street corners with those
Go join the
dude. You're an
go
idiot.
join the Jehovah's Witnesses, bro.